Hello everyone, and welcome to this random bit of news that we just found on the internet. We thought we'd make a video about it because we think people need to know.
They need to know, Dan. They
Or
need to
be
know.
in the know. Or be in the know. This is big news, so we're going to switch to the big screen for this one.
Big, big, big screen.
It's been picked up by Game Rant and a few other medias. But big news that Halo developer 343 Industries is changing its name.
Oh, I mean, I'm not mad at them changing a name. Does it go a bit deeper than that?
It goes deep. This goes balls deep. 343 Industries also announced a full rebrand, becoming Halo Studios, and confirming it's going to be moving away from its proprietary Slipstream engine to instead work with Unreal Engine 5. See, problem with that is Unreal Engine 5, although it looks fabulous, it's a very copy and paste process. So this could just be that they're going to copy and paste games they've already made, bringing nothing new to the table, which is going to piss everybody off. But wait, there's more. This is for its future multiple projects.
So
the
not
Halo
just the one.
series, no, multiple. The Halo series continues to be a cornerstone franchise for its Xbox brand, though in recent releases haven't hit the mark with long-time fans. This is corporate talk for the games have been shit.
But following the tumultuous development cycle and lengthy delays, Halo Infinite finally launched in December 2021, with the single-player open-world gameplay being a highlight for many critics and players alike. However, had its fair share of issues as well, from major desync issues and multiplayer, missing features, aggressive monetization, as well as a lack of content for the game that attempted to utilize the live service model. While the studio eventually reached that point, there were more than a few fans wondering how things could change for the better with new games expected. It turns out 343 Industries has big plans for the future of the Halo franchise, but are those big plans gonna be any good?
Well, wait for it. As part of the new chapter, 343 Industries is now Halo Studios, as we said before, which is revealed during the Halo World Championship Tournament. The rebrand is also joined by a studio change to its culture, workflow, and how its internal teams are organised. With studio head Pierre Hintze, didn't we say?
I think Hintze sounds correct.
Suggested will include the community for decision for an early development. While Halo Studios didn't have any of the games to reveal or announce, even after its summer of full of commenting of the Halo franchise rumours, it's revealed that multiple projects are currently in development, though it may be some time before details are provided due to the major shift in what's going on behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Branding wasn't the only big announcement made, as studio head Pierre Hintze confirmed that the new chapter involves changing from Halo's proprietary Slipspace engine and moving to Epic Games' Unreal Engine 5. The footage known as Foundry shown at the tournament isn't for a new game, but it attempts to showcase what the team is able to produce working inside of the new engine.
Copy and pasting assets.
As you said. As studio art director Chris Matthews indicated, there are parts of the Slipspace engine that are nearly 25 years old, which slowed down the production of the studio continuously attempting to keep the framework updated.
That's fine. I have no issue with that. I don't think anybody else would either. But again, Unreal Engine 5 is very copy and paste, so they could literally just pick up assets and then make maps. So they could churn out games very, very quickly using Unreal Engine 5. Are they going to replace productivity and number of games released over quality? This is what it sounds like from just an outside perspective. We could be completely off base here, but wait for it.
That's not it? That's not what we're...
Okay, Game Rant is being very
vague.
Yeah,
I think
they're being very vague. They're trying to write a positive article here, knowing that this is not great. This is not good news.
This is not the turn we want to see for the Halo franchise.
No, I don't know. I don't know what Phil Spencer's doing over there, but it's not making any sense. You know, we've talked briefly. I won't go heavily into it because this is not what we're talking about today. We've talked about Tencent buying out Ubisoft, Western gaming companies and entities and intellectual properties, all running weird and wonderful stuff. I wouldn't say it's wonderful, but none of what the decisions they're making makes any sense. And the only thing we can think of is that we're going to have a mass buyout and people from other industries, or we're going to have Eastern studios buy out Western studios, or there's just going to be a massive change up in the gaming industry, because if it continues to go this way, the Western gaming industry is not going to last another 5 years. And here's why. So thanks to Smash JT, who's a fellow YouTuber, this is the future of Halo.
Wait, hold on. Is that a rainbow?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So we're just going to leave that on loop.
Take
This
that
is the
in for a
future of Halo.
second.
Melissa Boone is now Chief of Staff at what they're now calling Halo Studios. She is pro leftist ideals, is putting it lightly. All you got to do is look her up on LinkedIn and just see I wouldn't say it's nightmare fuel, but I spoke to somebody about this today. Master Chief is what I'd call a sexless character. Although he's got a male voice, he never takes off his helmet. His sexuality is never talked about or spoken about through the entirety of the Halo games. I've looked this up because I've not played them all. There are male and female Marines, yes, but again, their sexuality is never brought into question. It's never spoken about.
Nor is their gender, really.
Nor is their gender, exactly. So we don't understand why they've decided to make the culture different at now called Halo Studios. This doesn't look good.
You'd think they'd learn, Dan.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably a lot of people that watch going, why do you keep focusing on this, guys? It's because it is destroying the industry. It's not because we like talking about. I hate talking about this shit. I hate bringing this up every week. It's driving me to the brink talking about it. It's giving me brain rot.
It is giving you brain rot.
Because the people that are making the decisions are moronic beyond belief. Like, they are so fucking stupid.
There's no logical choices being made.
Exactly. There's no logical choice behind this. It's not going to do anything for the fan base, because 90% of the Halo fan base are men.
Wow, really?
And straight men.
Get out, really? I didn't know this.
This is not gonna help them to sell games. I don't know why they are pandering to such a tiny part of the internet. I've said this so many times before. These are not good people. These are not LGBT, fun-loving folks that I know in the community that are beautiful people. These are just wankers that want to spoil everybody else's fun because they were bullied at school, and/or they've got a really fucked up sensibility of how the world should be, and because you don't agree with them, they want to piss on your parade and they want to change your industry just to their way of thinking. And because people are giving them money to do this, and because they are, IPs and properties are just going to continue to fail because nobody wants to buy into their fucking rhetoric. Nobody wants Rainbow Master Chief.
No.
Nobody wants Rainbow Master
We
Chief.
don't. We haven't
Nobody
asked
wants
for
Rainbow
it.
Marines. No, yeah. I mean, other than the fact of being able to make different coloured teams in the co-op mode, all right, fair play. But we don't need rainbow flags in Halo.
The thing I can't quite understand with all these companies, these gaming companies particularly, going the LGBTQ plus route, is it's not elevating the game, it's not changing the game, it's not giving a new lease of life to the game. It's just being copy and splatted on the front face of everything.
It's like we've had
There's no meaning.
We've had a year-long Pride, because this is the only time these companies have ever really given a shit, is when it's Pride Month and they feel they can score some brownie points with the industry by flying the Pride flag on their stuff. But as soon as the month's done, they just go back to normal again.
I'm all for representation, and I'm all for people
Same.
being prideful of what flag they want to fly. But at the
Same.
same time, this is just unnecessary. Like, why do we need a rainbow halo? It just doesn't quite match up for me. But what do you think?
It's not just the gender. It's not just the sexuality stuff. It's that the entire culture at this company is now going to change. Now, this is what they meant in the Screen Rant article. It's going to be a completely different company. It's going to be unrecognizable. So when we hear announcements next about games, etc., you're not going to see the same developers. It's going to have a different back end. There are going to be different executives. And the developers you knew that worked on the games before, they won't be there anymore because they're going to be replaced by people from, unfortunately, the blue head nut jobs that have been ruining the industry or trying to ruin the industry for the past 5 years since 2020. And they're succeeding because companies are closing, studios are closing, games are disappearing because they are putting this crap into games. And it started off very minimal, which I was fine with, but then you just couldn't escape it. It was just constantly put into games. And again, we probably sound like we're nuts, but honestly, this will make this intellectual property fail. And Halo is beloved by millions.
It's a multi-million earning game.
This is Microsoft's biggest IP, and they are just pissing it away, and I can't understand why. Either Phil Spencer is smoking something,
You never
and
know.
he's not on the good shit, or it's literally down to the fact that they're trying to sell off this IP so they can do something else.
And just a hot take, I feel like all this is a very distasteful way of representing a community. If this is the case,
Same.
I feel it's distasteful. If they wanted to represent in another way, would be so much more respected than just literally putting a flag and making everything look a certain way.
Yeah, I mean, how is this representing the community? Just making Master Chief. Can you imagine that? Now we're going to make Master Chief gay
I don't
or
know.
gender fluid.
Or
When
non-binary.
it's never been an issue before because the guy never unless you watched a really shitty show recently, he never takes off his helmet. So they don't talk about his gender. They don't talk about his sexuality.
He could be a woman.
Thing. It's not a thing. Somebody said to me earlier, his gender or his sexuality is war, because that's what he's built for, and that is what the games are about: shooting aliens. This doesn't fly, man. Sorry.
So the name rebranding is also a thing. So it's not going to be 343 Industries. It's going to be Halo
Studios. Or sorry, Halo Studios.
Halo Studios. You got to say it like that as well, guys. Halo Studios.
We just had to point this out. Again, the madness needs to stop. We're just going to lose all these games because nobody's going to buy them. The studios are going to shutter. People are going to lose their jobs. We keep saying this. Just boost the signal, guys. Boost it. Just, you got to tell these companies you don't want this stuff. And I mean in a respectful way, not that starts vile. We don't want crap on the internet. We don't want people threatening people's lives, which we're seeing at the moment, which is disgusting. We want well thought out arguments, or we just don't want this. If you want us to buy your game, stop this before you go any deeper into it. But yeah, that's it. We just want to let you know. So thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
And we'll see you next time.
Take care. Bye-bye.